Hi there everyone, welcome back to the Coach's Corner. Today we're going to dive into a topic that's getting loads of attention eventually, and what we call forever chemicals. Now, forever chemicals are man-made compounds, and these don't break down easily in our environment. They can linger for years and even decades, causing really significant health problems. So today I want to take a closer look at some of the most common ones and where we may encounter them, and some basic strategies to avoid them. So first up we have PFAS, short for per and polyfluoroalkyl substances. I think I got that right. These guys are used in a surprising number of things. Non-stick cookware, stain repellents, and firefighting foams are an example. The problem is that these contaminate our drinking water, our food, and our soil. Next on the list are called PCBs, or polychlorinated biphenyls. Now, these are industrial chemicals. Many of them were banned in the 1970s, but they're still lurking around. Often in old electrical equipment, paints, caulking materials, and they can also accumulate in the food chain. So it's really important to be aware of them and where we can find them. Just an example I think everyone will be familiar with. You've all heard of DDT. There was a pesticide used heavily sort of in the 70s, 60s and 70s. It was banned in the US in 1972. But DDT is another forever chemical, and DDE is still found today in the blood of newborn infants. So again, builds up in the food chain, causing us significant problems. Our next culprit is a group of flame retardants called PBDEs. Now, these were used in electronics, furniture, textiles to prevent fires. So lots of kids would have been using these. Many PBDEs have been phased out due to health concerns, but again, they are found lurking in the environment today. And the last one I want to kind of look at today is BPA, or bisphenol A. This chemical is found in plastics and resins like food packaging and beverage containers. And really it was designed to make plastic sort of soft. Now, there are real concerns about BPA's potential health effects. So it's a really good idea to look for BPA-free alternatives wherever you can. So I know this must sound really overwhelming, but there are steps you can take to minimize your exposure. And I think that's the key thing. The best we can do is minimize our exposure to forever chemicals. So number one, look for BPA-free products wherever you can. A filter for your drinking water is really, really important. That is something we would consider a must. Consider obviously opting for organic produce wherever you can, and even speak to your greengrocer about not wrapping things in plastic or buying things without the plastic. And then stay informed, stay in touch with what's going on in this particular field of research. Forever chemicals are a complex issue, but by being aware of them, you can take steps to protect ourselves and our environment and our families. Remember that knowledge is power. I've always said this. Ignorance will breed indifference. So thanks so much for joining us today in this episode. Let me know in the comments below any questions that you might have about forever chemicals, and be sure to subscribe for more information that we're going to do hopefully on a weekly basis on these kind of topics and whatever else you want to talk about. Have a great day, everyone.